You enjoy podcasts. We know because you're listening to one. Hi, I'm Jason Falls, the executive producer of the Marketing Podcast Network. We love podcasts too, so much so that in addition to providing you with the great episode you're listening to, we also help businesses, brands, and even individuals produce their podcasts. MPN Studios offers podcast consulting and production services to help you get you or your business its very own podcast. We've helped dozens of smart people, advertising agencies, and brands develop podcasts. All you do is record your content or interview. We take that and deliver a professionally produced audio or video episode complete with show notes, transcriptions, and even promotional clips to use on social media. And our monthly subscription prices are hard to beat. If you or your company are jonesing to have your own podcast to establish thought leadership, drive business leads, or just have fun talking about your business or topic of choice, we'd love to help. Learn more at marketingpodcasts.net/studio. That's marketingpodcasts.net/studio.
Hey, have you heard about Podcast On? This is a global podcast charity event where hosts dedicate one episode to a nonprofit they care about and release it together the same week. No fundraising, no fees, just powerful storytelling for good. Podcast On 2026 runs March 14th to March 20th. Join thousands of podcasters worldwide and use your voice for impact. It's free, it's simple, and it starts at podcasthon.org.
The Marketing Podcast Network is a proud partner of Podcast On.
Welcome to Your Radiant Spirit, a space for the conversations and colors that help you see yourself more clearly. I'm Heather Eck, an intuitive artist and guide, and I believe your soul speaks in the ways the mind can't always put into words, through color, energy, and the stories your body holds. This show is where we explore those messages. Through personal stories, deep conversations, and creative insight, we'll uncover what's been hidden, release what no longer serves, and begin to imagine what's possible when you live in full alignment with who you're meant to be. What you hear here is more than inspiration, it's an opening, a chance to feel the shift that could change everything. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and let's step into today's conversation. Welcome back to Your Radiant Spirit. I'm so excited to connect with you today, and I get to introduce you to somebody whose work has really touched my life in a big way, the brilliant energy healer and manifestation coach, Gina Giro. So during our podcast recording, which you'll get to hear, Gina did a clearing for me that landed so deeply. She actually ended up introducing me to her coach, who I've now been working with for a few months. And that support has actually helped me step into my worth and voice in a bigger way. You'll hear me kind of joke about pricing in this episode. And actually, yes, I have raised my prices, but more importantly, I finally own the value of my gifts and the transformation my clients experience. And I think Gina was the catalyst for that. So thank you, Gina. If you're new here, my work is all about helping people experience lasting clarity, healing, and peace through spirit portraits and intuitive guidance. Gina's work meets mine in a similar place of truth in the body and energy, and you're going to feel that in this conversation. We talk about clearing the beliefs that keep abundance at arm's length, how your body tells the truth long before your mind does, and simple ways to start living from your power right now. So take a breath, open your heart, and let's dive in with Gina. I'm so excited today to introduce you to Gina Giro. She's an energy healer and manifestation coach, and her mission is to help women elevate their self-image, know their worth, and live abundantly. She helps clients uncover their limiting beliefs about themselves and about money to create healthy new patterns and let financial abundance in. Using the principles she teaches, Gina has transformed her own life from constant reflections of, quote, not enough, $16,000 of debt plus student loans, and perpetually single to living debt-free, having an investment portfolio, traveling 5 to 6 times a year with her gem of a husband, and running her own transformational programs to help women create their own dreamy life experiences. Gina, you're living living your best life over here. I love this.
I really am.
Welcome to the show. I'm so happy to connect with you.
Me too. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you tell us how you got started? Was there like a particular moment in your life where you were like, something's got to change here?
Yeah, there was. So my background is everything wellness. I was a massage therapist before this, and I was off I was out of town getting another certification for massage. And my teacher said, I'm taking notes. She said, blah, 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 something about emotion code. Stopped me in my tracks. And I was like, what is that? Like, I'm kind of a learning junkie. So I'm like, Gina, you're here for massage. We're not here for the emotion code. Like, slow your roll. So I just put it out of my head because it's like I get certification happy.
Me
I
too.
just really crave the knowledge. I want
Yeah.
all the things. How does the universe work? Is my hobby. Figuring that out. So
Same.
a couple months later on YouTube, Dr. Bradley Nilsson, who's the founder, inventor of the emotion code, came up on my YouTube and it was like, release a trapped emotion today. And I was like, oh, this is that emotion code thing I heard about. So I watched the 8-minute video. I did the muscle testing, which they teach you. My body sways backwards and forwards. I release an emotion. I confirm that it released through muscle testing. Those people who know what muscle testing is totally understand what I'm saying. Those that don't, your body is strong on truth and weak on a lie. So your body will move forward on truth, like plants grow towards light. We tend to go towards the truth. Like the truth is strong, our body moves forward towards truth. We move away if it's a lie or if it's like not resonant.
Yeah.
Make sense?
I want to go back to what you just said. Sorry to interrupt you, but
Oh,
you said your body is strong on truth and weak on a lie.
yes.
Oh, that is powerful.
Yeah, right? And it is. And so doctors do it's a kinesiology technique.
Uh-huh.
So you can test the actual strength of the muscle, but you can also say phrases like, I am worthy. Now, here's the thing. This is where it gets nuanced. If if you're weak on I am worthy, it doesn't mean that you're not worthy. It means there's an energy block causing you to not resonate with I am worthy.
Got it.
So I would say, is there a trapped emotion causing I'm not worthy? We release those emotions, retest, I am worthy, and then you're strong. This means your body now resonates with that. So there's these energy blocks in the way of certain truths. Like, of course you're worthy. We're all worthy. Nobody's more unworthy than somebody else.
Yeah.
But you can also say like, I'm a loser. And if your arm is strong on that, it means you believe that.
Right.
So we would say is something causing I'm a loser. We want that to be weak. We want that to be a lie. It is a lie. We know this. Is this making sense?
Yeah,
It's kind of like, yeah.
Well, and it's so funny too, because I'm doing a class tonight on the solar plexus and your sense of identity. And a lot of what we're talking about tonight is like your body's truth sits in your gut. I was talking to somebody else the other day. We were talking about how, our bodies know the truth. How many times throughout the day do we sort of, quote, like white lie to ourselves? We have tell these little white lies throughout the day. And those little white lies build up and become blocks in our bodies and our spirits. And they really add up. So I love the work that you do because you're helping people to transform those blockages into powerful changes in their lives.
Yeah, I love it too, because also, like you just said, when we tell ourselves these white lies and we tend to do these things on repeat, we don't see them as lies. We see them as truth.
Right.
Or we're worried about something. You start to create this neural pathway. You're basically saying an affirmation over and over and over again, and then it becomes a belief, and then it becomes an identity, and then you're like, this is the way life is.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's true for you. It really is. But how come, this is a funny thing with identity. I just heard another coach talk about this, how she was like, something really interesting always happens in my DMs. Some people will say, I can't buy right now because I have to talk with my husband and we have our finances this way. And the reason why they can't buy it is because of their husband. Something with that. Then another person is like, I can't buy it because I'm single and I don't have a husband and I don't have anybody to help. And they're both telling like opposite stories as to why they can't do what they want to do. But for one person, it's because they have a husband, and the other one, like, it doesn't.
Right.
It makes no difference.
So interesting. Okay, so you first began to uncover your own limiting beliefs Are you comfortable sharing like what some of the most surprising ones were for you?
Yeah, I am. Gosh, there's just, where do I even start? There's so much hidden in that subconscious mind. I felt like it's like, who am I to have more than I need when other people don't even have enough?
Wow.
But how can I help those other people that don't even have enough if I don't have enough?
Yeah.
I need to actually have at least enough, if not more than enough. Really, it's more than enough because we shouldn't really like diminish our own needs. I don't think
Hmm.
to help other people, yes, but when we're depleting ourselves over and over to like over give, that's really a self-worth sort of issue, over giving, and then also the opposite thing of being afraid to give,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
right?
That's
Because
really
that
strong
like
too.
money fear. There's so much fear and programming around money in this. And I just always thought like money could run out, or like what it's not even it's just the what if. What if it
Yeah.
runs out? What if I make the same mistakes I
Yeah. I
did
think a
with
lot of
money?
people feel that the money could run out, and money is just energy, right?
Absolutely. And there's literally an infinite supply. Okay, so check this out. Try to my mind boggles at this. Okay. 1 million seconds equals 11 and a half days. 1 billion seconds equals 31 years and 9 months. That's the difference between a million and a billion. 11 days or
11
31
and a
years.
half days and 39 years.
31 years and 9 months. But get this, 1 trillion seconds is 31,710 years. The last time I checked, which was a few years ago, there's more now. There's $37 trillion in circulation on this planet for only 7.6 billion people. Like, you have to kind of write these down and look at it, but that's crazy. Like, there is enough money for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
There's certainly enough to go around, right?
yeah, and if we think about that in dollars, $37 trillion when 1 trillion is 31,000 years. Sorry, this is like probably too much to conceptualize if it's not written down, but my point, if I won't, there's a F ton of money around, and it's just our belief that we can't have it, that we don't deserve it, that we feel guilty for having it, that we're taking it away from somebody else, that
Yeah.
money is evil, that I'm greedy if I have it or need it or want it. All that stuff blocks it.
Got it. Okay. So that's really where the concept of financial abundance is so strongly connected to our sense of self-worth.
100%. I think so. Yeah, 100%. And it's not even, this is a little like dark, but I like putting it in these terms because if people, uh, you know, people do bad things with money or they buy,
Yeah.
we don't know, right? That human trafficking is like a problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
People use money to buy other people. Like, that's terrible. And I guarantee nobody listening to your podcast would ever. So
No.
why
No.
people like us with the good hearts should have the money? And if that person is quote unquote worthy enough for that kind of money, why aren't you?
Right.
Why aren't I? Right? You're selling art. I'm selling like healing. We're all, everyone here, like lighting the path, as you said before we started. Like, the money's not evil or bad.
Yeah.
It's what people do with it. And so if that
Wow.
person who's involved in the human trafficking is quote unquote worthy enough to have that kind of abundance, you are too. It just the worthy, it's really not about worthy. Like, God isn't like, you deserve it and you
Right. Right.
just doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
It
Exactly.
just really doesn't. Once I got my mind unwrapped around that idea that it was how good I am, because I'm really good and I was really broke for a really long time.
And you're like, I'm a good person.
Why? And these other people
Why?
that are stealing or doing rotten things to get ahead, or they're not even serving the world. They're just like, I'm saving the world over here with what I
Yeah.
do with my light. And like, why? So I really believe, and it's like a spiritual wound. right? I think a lot of good-hearted spiritual women especially just have that hard time. Like, we feel guilty. You're gifted, the gift, you were born with it. So why should I make money off of my gift? I
Yeah.
used to have that one, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like, well, because I need to live.
Yeah.
This house costs money. This microphone costs money. The food I eat, it costs money.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, that's sort of where I sit. I think a lot of times when I'm blocking myself, I am sitting in that space of going, well, I have the gift. I'm meant to be of service. I need to serve. But I also, you and I talked at the beginning, we were in the quote green room. Those are a lot of my money blocks. So I'd love to, if you're open to it, to kind of do some of the belief work with emotion code and see what comes up. Is that okay?
Yeah, I would love to show you how this works, because with emotion code and the body code, all energy healing, we're conceptualizing something that's invisible. So
Yeah.
if I could give you like a sample, a sample
Yeah.
session, and let your audience also experience what this is like, I would love to do that.
I'd love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So what do you feel like it is exactly? Is it people not finding your work? Is it you feel bad about charging what you really want to charge? What do you
Hmm.
want to work on around this?
I think it's the not charging what I want to charge or thinking people probably won't pay for the artwork.
Okay. So let me prepare this. I always say a prayer um, before I do these sessions to make sure I'm connected to your higher self and the light, and that's the connection that we have. So I'll just say my prayer real quick. I ask for a direct connection to source consciousness and to receive all answers through this channel only. I ask that my channels of intuition are open, accurate, and precise, and that this session be for Heather's highest truth and good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Is it in Heather's highest good to work on? Did you say people won't pay that much?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that, and it pinged me when you said it, and that's what's strongest. So, what is the root cause of people won't pay that much? Is it a belief? Yes, and it's a belief of the solar plexus.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry, not solar plexus, sacral. And the theme around this is financial. So this is belief code, not emotion code.
Okay.
All right. Is this in an odd section? Okay, just decoding it.
Yep.
Okay, there's a belief, and what is this inherited? Okay, it's a belief. It's not inherited. It comes from self-conclusion, and it's I'll never pay off my debt. Now,
Interesting.
this shows up in people that don't even have debt sometimes,
Right.
because it can be like a debt of gratitude. You did so much for me, I could never repay you,
Uh-huh.
kind of a thing. Or it could, I mean, it is financial, but it's this I owe someone.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? And so you
Yep.
could be subconsciously trying to, like, quote unquote pay back your debt through devaluing, like lowering your prices to what you really want to be charging.
Oh,
Could be.
interesting. Yeah.
Okay, so can we release I'll never pay off my debt? No, not yet. Is there an associated imbalance? Is it a belief? Yes. Okay, and this one's going to be in the third eye. Is it next to an odd number? 1, 3. I can't follow through with my insights.
Hmm.
And that insight could be of like, oh, I had this idea that I would raise my prices by this much, or this painting is worth this much. But so it's like having the idea, but not that follow through or that execution. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
Okay, great. Is there an associated imbalance we need to decode? Okay, here's the emotion. 2, 4, 6, pride, shame. Okay, so it's a trapped emotion of shame. And do we need to know more about shame? Yes. What is your age, Heather?
44.
Okay, so was this trapped before age 20? Was it trapped before 25? Was it trapped before age 30? Okay, so this was age 29, a feeling of shame. So just think about like what was going on in your life. Were you married, have kids? Just kind of think about that.
Okay.
It just kind of puts you like back in that time, late 20s.
Yeah.
Do we need to know more about shame to release it? No. And I think that you just had the thought where you know what this is about.
Okay.
Did you?
Possibly. Yeah.
You did. Because if it wasn't about that, I would be getting there's more we need to know.
Okay.
So I don't even know what just popped up, but I know that that is the thing that it's about.
Okay. Interesting.
Right?
Okay.
So we're going to release shame through all time, space, dimension, and reality. Take a breath in and out. Confirming shame is released. And we're going to release the belief, clear, cleanse, release. I cannot follow through with my insights through all time, space, dimension, and reality. And release, destroy, and uncreate. I'll never pay off my debt through all time, space, dimension, and reality. I'll never pay off my debt. Okay, you guys can't see it, but you saw, Heather.
I did. Yeah.
It doesn't resonate anymore.
Oh,
And
interesting.
it was strong a minute ago. So we always reconfirm, did this release?
Okay.
98% of the time it does, but sometimes there's something else blocking it from releasing. But that's why we do that. So and you can see with my fingers that those just cleared for you.
Amazing.
Yeah. So let's ask this. Is there anything else causing they won't pay that much? No.
Wow. Okay. Watch out, guys. Prices are going up. No.
Yeah.
I love that, Gina. Thank you so much. And for me, on my experience of that was just feeling relaxed and sort of letting the energy of what you were asking sort of move through me. Like when you said, can you think about what that might have been? A couple of things popped into my head and I was like, okay, that might be it. I was trying to figure out like what was happening in my life at that time. And you were like, you already thought of it. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So it wasn't associated with any pain or anything. It was just sort of something that popped in that I was like, oh, I think I know what that might be. And so now when you work with somebody like you worked with me, how do you focus on then like converting this sort of conversation, this energy shift into the abundance work, into the money mindset work?
Well, that really is it, because we had a conversation about like, where are you feeling blocked? I mean, a full session, the conversation's a little bit longer, but where are you feeling blocked? What's not working? And then I asked, what's in your highest good to work on? Get this. This happens all the time. Someone will be like, I've got right shoulder pain. I don't have enough clients. And like my left foot hurts. Well, I'll think, oh, we got to get you clients, right? Because that's why you're seeing me. Hello, is for the abundance of it all. So I'll ask, is it in the highest good to work on getting clients? No. Is it in the highest good to work on the shoulder? Yes. And within that shoulder will come up the things as to why they're not getting the clients. Went straight into the client thing, that wouldn't help the shoulder. Does that make sense? So it's like we're always, that's why I say that prayer, always being guided by your higher self and the like God or the energies, the source consciousness.
Yeah.
So, and I trust it implicitly. Like I literally trust it with my life. I have trusted it with my life before.
Yeah.
And everything worked out. Here I am.
And here you are. But that's so true. So it's interesting about emotion code, body code, belief code is that for me, when I am doing a reading with somebody and I'm looking at their energy and I'm looking at their colors or their aura, I can see where they're feeling stuck or blocked or need healing, because what I'm looking at is the color, and that color is associated with the spiritual root cause of the physical pain. And so what you just said was that, you encounter people who have physical pain. At the time of this recording, I have had lower back pain for a week and a half. I had to go to get steroids and muscle relaxers to help it. And the lower back is all about feeling like a lack of support.
Totally.
So there's a spiritual root cause for that pain. And so it's what's so interesting about the work that we do. While we don't necessarily play in the same space, there's this undercurrent of the spiritual affects the physical. And so a lot of the money, but feels like a physical thing, but it's actually a spiritual route. Do you know what I
It
mean?
is. And it's like, what's, well, how do you go digging? How do you know what's in your subconscious if it's unconscious to us? It's
Right.
like in the shadow. When you look at your life, if you got there's money problems in your physical money, you have an energy block. If
Right.
you've got trouble in your relationship, that's showing you beliefs that you hold about yourself. It's all in the subconscious. So if you're not sure where the blocks are, just look at your life of what's going well,
Yeah.
and you probably have beliefs about that. Like I have, my relationship has never been an issue. It is like the absolute best, easiest part of my life. And I was raised that we don't, I can't, how many times I heard, we're not rich with money, but we're rich with love.
Mm.
So that was programmed into me, as everyone is programmed. If
Mm-hmm.
I was raised in France, I would be speaking French right now because I would have been taught, programmed
Right.
that way. I wouldn't be thinking anything of it.
Right.
I could speak French if somebody had programmed me to do that when I was young, but it's not going to happen. I tried. It's not going to happen. I'm too wired to speak English. I forget where I was going with that, but
Oh, you're talking about your relationship being the strongest
yeah.
thing.
And that was programmed into me of like, we're rich with love. And I
Oh,
kind of
wow.
always have been, even in my single days. It just wasn't all this relationship drama like some people have. It's always
Yeah.
been my money and my body. Those have been the
Mm-hmm.
pain points of my life. And I think that's exactly why my program's Worthy and Wealthy.
Yeah.
So that's all about the self-esteem, self-worth aspect of things, which I think our physical body has a lot to do with that. And then, of course, the living abundantly and
I
just
love
allowing yourself to have the life experiences that you want, whatever that is, just allowing yourself to have what it is that you truly desire. Because so many people don't do that.
that is so true. That's so true. Can you tell us more about your program, Worthy and Wealthy? I think what you just said, I think a lot of women, myself included, can relate to that. For a lot of us, the biggest issues are likely body and money. I know that's how I grew up too. And those are things that I'm working actively on healing, like at the time of this recording.
Yeah. Well, is there something specific? Like, we work on self-esteem,
Mm-hmm.
self-worth, it's just all the things, allowing yourself to have what it is that you want. Yes, I teach people how to manifest, and we do energy work, subconscious block. Tonight on our group call, we're going to do tapping,
Mm-hmm.
EFT tapping. So it's just all the healing modalities that I know, which I'm a
Mm-hmm.
total junkie. Like, I'm a healing junkie. I know a lot of different modalities because, well, I guess it started with back when I was a massage therapist. I just love this, I was just born for it. Um, and yeah, within that, we really unravel those limiting beliefs and just dismantle the belief systems that are lurking below the surface. Most people don't even realize they have a belief of like, I don't deserve to be happy, because
Yeah.
consciously, with their conscious mind, they don't believe that. But deep down, something somewhere, probably before age like 7, that got programmed in.
Yeah.
I don't deserve to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
So then your subconscious mind, being a computer, will seek to verify and fulfill that belief. So that's why when people have those beliefs, it's like, no, but it is true. I really don't have any support in my life. But it's like the belief is blocking the support. Is it true because it's a belief, or is it a belief because it's true?
Right.
And
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
very
just,
much the chicken or the egg kind of thing
Mhm.
situation here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fascinating. So who is the right client for this program of yours?
Well, I work with women, but also men, because
Mm-hmm.
yes, men have feelings too, and they have body stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really anybody who is open and ready to change. Someone who's like, I'm done with this. I'm going all in on myself, and like, I'm committed to change. I know I can change. I know there's a transformation. Like, I was guided to this. And the woman who's like willing to bet on herself
Mm-hmm.
and like give to herself in this way, right? It's definitely for someone with dreams who, even though they try to just like live in the matrix and say, that's fine, I don't need the dream is so nagging at you, like you have to pursue it.
Yeah.
Do you have a dream like that? And maybe it's your business or your art where it's like, I used to fantasize about like just getting a quote unquote real job.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I just can't. That sounds absolutely miserable, number one. And like not freedom. And yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
No, I think you're right. I think a lot of us do have a dream or something that sort of nags at us. I think when we ignore that dream or we sort of, take that dream and fold it into a box and stuff it way, way down, that is something that creates illness and disease in our bodies because we're not actually acknowledging the truth of that desire, the truth of that source of identity or how we want to live. So yeah, I think that there's this quote that I love, and I need to find out who originally said it, but it was like, what would happen if every woman told the truth today? The world would split wide open. And I think about that, how much of ourselves we don't actually authentically put out into the world and how much happier we would all be if we could just clear those blocks and live with the most authentic and whole versions of ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the thing, I want to wake people up to the fact, your audience probably already gets it, but like, it probably is an energy block.
Yeah.
It really is. Do you know? I'm sure you do, but in case the people that don't know, an atom, when you split it open, there's like 99.99999% space, right? We all learned that. They even talked about it on Friends. Phoebe
Yes.
split it open and this whole mess of crap came out. Well, really nothing came out. There was nothing inside. 99.999% open space. We are made of atoms. So we are actually 99.999% open space. And that open space is what scientists call energy. So you're more energy than you actually are a physical body.
Right.
So once I like really got that and understood it, I was like, it only makes sense to me to work with the energy. I mean, if you get bit by a shark in the ocean, definitely don't go to the energy healer. Go to the doctor. Like Western medicine has its place for sure. But with these other things, even with aches and pains where your doctor there's just nothing wrong, I can almost guarantee it's a trapped emotion.
Yep. It's so funny too, because I think that's very similar to the kind of work that I do. My modality just happens to be art. So I'm creating an energetic map for you that sort of outline where your healing can start. And it's always connected to the spirit. And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this show and have people like you on, is to remind people that we are energetic, radiant beings. So my last question for you is, what would you say to the listeners today to help them start living a more radiant life?
I would say, first of all, like the first thing is being able to admit that you want what you want. Just being able to admit it to yourself, or maybe not to someone who you know is a Debbie Downer and sees everything. Like, do not tell the haters, but maybe your coach or your healer or your best spiritual, buddy or whatever. Because I used to have such low self-esteem. Just the idea of saying, I remember I said to a coach one time, I want to be a coach. And I burst out in tears afterwards because it sounded ridiculous to me.
Oh,
And it really ridiculous to say it to somebody who was already a coach, but she didn't laugh at me. Like I was laughing at myself. She supported me and helped me get here.
yeah.
And so I realized, like, just to be able to admit like that you have a desire and to say it out loud, like it's the first step. And also that gives you clarity, which is, I have these 7 steps of manifestation. Well, actually, I decompressed it to 6 steps of manifestation. And the first one is clarity. You got to know what you want and where you're going. Like people who get to where they're going know where they're going.
Yeah.
Right. So just being honest with yourself. And when you do that, it actually releases a lot of resistance because you're resisting this thing that you want and trying to push it down, but it's in your heart for a reason. You're meant to pursue it. Like God, the universe, drops these things into our heart for us to pursue. You know about the word desire, right?
Yeah. Tell us.
Desire at the Latin root means of the Father.
Oh,
So
I love
it's
that.
of the Father. That's why you have the desire. You're meant to pursue it. And I say pursue because sometimes I want the thing so bad, but really once I get the thing, I'm like, that was cool, but that wasn't so great. But the journey of who I became to get the thing, there was so much evolution in that.
Yeah.
Or a certification or somebody I met along the way that was significant. So whether you get the actual thing or not, it really is like about the journey, they say,
Yeah.
and not the destination. And in that case, I would say it's true. So get clear about what you want. Don't be afraid to admit it and say it out loud. And do not listen to anybody who says it's not possible. I saw this I'll just want to say this. It was on an Instagram caption that said, if another person has it, then it's not asking for too much.
Oh,
Or
okay.
that it's not, if another person has it, then it's not impossible.
Mhm.
If another person has it, it's not unrealistic
Yeah, because it already exists.
because it exists.
It's already been had.
And really, if you can see it in your mind, like you can create it. That's manifestation, taking your thoughts and ideas and bringing them into form.
Yeah. Oh, I could talk to you all afternoon. I'm so happy I got to connect with you today. Tell us where people can find you on online, socials, etc. And then you've got an offer today for the listeners about your program. Tell us about that too.
I do. So my Instagram is Heal with Gina. That's really the only social platform I'm really active on. My website is my name, GinaGiro.com. You can learn more about emotion code and body code there. I even have a guided energy healing series on there that you can get for free. So go to GinaGiro.com to get that. It's my daily energy hygiene and some other guided energy healings on there. And my offer for your audience today is that at GinaGiro.com, you can book a free consultation, or sometimes I call it a mini session, because we can look at where you're at, where you want to be. I will do a mini session for them, just like I did for you here today. And we can see if working together would be a good fit for both of us.
Awesome. That's so generous. I loved my little mini session today. That was great. Thank you for the big clearing that you did for me. I will put all of this information in the show notes so that you can connect and heal with Gina too. Gina, thank you so much for being here today. I loved chatting with you, and I hope that our paths cross again very soon.
I do too, Heather. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me today on Your Radiant Spirit. Every conversation here is an invitation to go beyond the surface, to listen to what your soul has been whispering, and to step into the life you've been longing for. If you're ready to go deeper, to work in a way that's personal, creative, and profoundly transformative, you'll find ways to connect with me in the show notes. Whether it's through art, a guided session, or a fully immersive journey, you'll discover a space where your truth is seen and your next chapter begins. If this episode spoke to you, it would mean the world if you shared it with a friend, left a review, or subscribed so more people can discover the conversations we have here. Until next time, my friend, keep noticing the colors, the moments, and the nudges. They're all leading you home. And for now, take a breath, hold on to what resonated, and carry it with you into the rest of your day. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is heard along the Marketing Podcast Network. For more great marketing podcasts, visit marketingpodcasts.net.